Hi there. I decided to make this video today because when I made my cupcakes, I had many people come to me and say, how do you make that rose shape on top of your cupcake? I mean, it's gorgeous and I could never do that. Well, what I want to tell you today is I believe you can. I was you at one time until a friend told me what to use. And it's as simple as using a certain nozzle, seriously. So if you want to make a cupcake that looks like this, then follow me, because I'm going to show you today exactly what I use and how I went from making cupcakes and icing on the top of those cupcakes that look like this to cupcakes that now look like this. And it was seriously just the nozzle that I changed, not the way I did it. So let's start at the top, the nozzle, and it's very important. So I'm going to show you the nozzles I use. This is a Wilton 2D. So if you don't remember anything else I've spoken about today, remember the name Wilton. It will take you a long way. So this is the Wilton 2D, and this is one of the nozzles that I use to pipe my cupcakes, okay? And if you can see the top, yeah, that is what it looks like. And that one is a Wilton 2D, okay? And I also have a Wilton 1M. Now this is the one that probably all the cupcakes you've just seen there, I have piped with this one. I use this one a lot. You can see the top there, it's a little bit bent because I've used it many times and took the cream out the end. So there you go, Wilton is the name, okay? Wilton 1M and Wilton 2D are the two that I use to create rose shapes on the top of cupcakes, okay? So I'm going to show you as well the other implements I use that make it easier to pipe. And then on a further video, I will show you how I pipe. So here we go. I'm going to show you the other things. So first of all, my preference, you can use whatever you like, but I use disposable piping bags. Why? Because they're disposable and because they're huge. Look at the size of that thing, so you can fit a lot of cream in and do a lot of cupcakes. And so that is what I use. I buy them in rolls. I buy them from Amazon. I buy most of my cake stuff from Amazon. And the rolls, you probably get about 100 in them. And I think the last time I bought them, they were about £12. So they are pretty reasonable. But obviously you can use whatever piping bag you like. I just find these the easiest. And then I also use, with my nozzle, I also use these two implements, that one and that one. And I'm going to show you now how to put them together that will create how I make my rose cupcakes and the different designs I make. So first of all, you take your big piping bag, and this big one, you put it inside. Okay, and you push it all the way down as far as it can go. It will fit in tight at the end. And then around here, you're going to cut. So you're going to leave about this much here of the piping nozzle stuck out the end. And then that is how you then attach your nozzle and the other white piece. So you cut this end bit off down to about here, down to about there. And then you have just this little top piece here stuck out the end. So I'm not going to cut it off today, but that is what you do. And then your nozzle, you literally just pop it inside there. It fits perfectly. And then what you do then, pop it in. And you twist it and it's on. Okay, so that is done. That is there at that end. And then what you do, you pop your icing in here, pop all your buttercream in here. On another video, I will teach you how I make my buttercream. But yeah, you pop your buttercream in there and then squeeze it together, push it down, get the air out, twist it at the top. And then as you pipe, you've got a good grip because you've got this white thing inside, you've got this white thing on the outside. You've got a really good grip and then you can pipe. And that is how you keep control of how you're going to pipe and where you're going to pipe, because these are a really, really good backup and a good strengthening for you to be able to control how you pipe. So that is as simple as that. It is a Wilton nozzle. I will remind you again, a Wilton nozzle. I use disposable piping bags, and obviously these white connectors that help you to be able to control your piping. And it is as simple as that. And I guarantee you will be making rose cupcakes in no time. I had a friend who passed this information on to me, and it transformed my cake making, and I hope it does that for you. Anyway, see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.